A conversation we have with capital seekers early on in the process is, what's going to be the cost of the whole capital raising process? And the answer to that, like the answer to a lot of questions, is it depends. But there are some general guidelines to follow. The first consideration is the business plan. Does the capital seekers company have a business plan? Well, if not, they're obviously going to need one. So they should consider what it's going to take to put one together. If they have the time and the capability to write one themselves, great. But even at that, they should also plan on spending at least a month in putting it together. If they don't have that kind of time, or maybe they need some help with part of it, and if they want to get advisors to bring in to help in writing the business plan on spending between $5,000 on the low end, and for a really complex business with a lot of content in the business plan, upwards of $30,000. Another thing to think about is advisors. Does the capital seeker know enough to catch all the pitfalls of the capital raising process? If not, advisors may be money well spent. And depending on the type of advisors you get and the amount of time that a capital seeker would use them, $7,500 to $10,000 is a good place to start. Marketing expenses. Just think of all the color copies of the business plan, all of the flying around to the different presentations and meetings, and easily that cost gets into the $10,000, $15,000 range. Legal and accounting cost. These are probably the costs that you can't avoid, unless the capital seeker happens to be an attorney and their partner is a CPA, because there are documents involved that are going to have legal review, and there are financial compilations involved that are going to have to be done by a CPA. So I would think a minimum amount to budget there would be $5,000. How much all in, it's hard to say, but if you wanted to start with a nice round figure, I would think that $30,000 would be a good place to start, and then take a real solid look at your business and add and subtract accordingly. And if a capital seeker has problems in quantifying this cost or what it may really cost them, I would encourage them to contact us at the Capital Match Point, because at the end of the day, we're ultimately in the business of maximizing their chance of getting funded.